Okay, are we live right now? I think we are. I think I got her going, folks. Welcome to Godzilla Unleashed for the Nintendo Wii. I was trying a few attempts yesterday on the actual Wii. I have a, what is it called? The, RBG? No, what is it? It's the old Nintendo Wii. It's like the red, yellow, and white cables linked to a splitter that hooks to an HDMI, which then would hook to the computer, but it didn't process, and I couldn't get a feed. So, I was like, oh, I got the Nintendo Wii U, and it can play Wii games, and it's HDMI, so it's just one cable that goes into the computer. So, very easy. So, this worked. Yeah, so welcome to Godzilla Unleashed. I just want to make sure the audio is okay. I did a couple tests. This is number 2 test attempt on streaming with this capture card. It's a cheap capture card. I think I got it like 2021 for 20 bucks. So let's see here for a second. This is number 2 test attempt on streaming with this capture card. That sounds way better than it did in my first go. Cool. Alright, so I think I got this down. So in honor of Godzilla Minus Zero's teaser trailer yesterday, I thought, why not play some Godzilla? Oh, perfect. Now we get the cool intro. This intro is awesome. So while we watch this, I will share this around. Jet Jaguar. This game is great. Right on. This is going to be the first time I've ever played Wii on a stream and recorded. So I'm going to be flailing my arms around. The controls, admittedly, aren't the best in this game. But hey, I don't know. I love this game. You can play as Varan in this game. Oh, what I should do. I'm going to use the cheat code. I'll unlock all the monsters and then we can just have brawls. Godzilla Unleashed Wii cheats. At the main menu, press over. That didn't work. Isn't it in just... I thought there was just a cheat menu. Let me just find this here. Godzilla Unleashed. Okay. Press A and up on the D-pad simultaneously. Oh, here we go. 2 0 1 2 3 4 9 1 2 2, 3, and 5. Okay, that got us everything, so we don't have to spend 12 hours or more unlocking all the factions. They just miss cheats. Let's see if it works. Let's do a versus mode first. Yeah, okay, we got all the monsters, cool. So what we got in here, Jet Jaguar, Mechagodzilla 1974. That was the coolest addition when I found out he was being added to the game. And King Caesar, that's, oh man, that's cool. I did a review on Godzilla Unleashed on the Nintendo DS on this channel. And I am planning to do something that I wish I didn't get rid of the... I had all this footage, and I was going to compile like the timeline and the story lore of the Pipeworks Godzilla trilogy. So Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, Godzilla Saves the Earth, Godzilla Domination for the Game Boy Advance, Godzilla Unleashed for DS, PS2, and Wii. And because there is a little bit of a timeline there of like these events, I was gonna have some creative liberties with it and just make it really fun. And yeah, because like the Vortac is, I think, just campy and hilarious, especially in Destroy All Monsters Melee. So I think I'm gonna try and piece that together and make a lore video. I spent so much time on it back during COVID, but the audio, I was just getting into editing and stuff, so it just wasn't up to snuff, and I didn't like it. So yeah, but King Caesar was one of the characters in the video. I did like a little stop animation King Caesar. Yeah, so we got King Caesar. Let's go over here. Godzilla 1954, really cool addition to this as well. First time he's appeared in the Pipeworks games. Same with Mechagodzilla King Caesar. Megaguirus, Magura, Anguirus, Godzilla 2000, Kiryu, Mothra, Baragon, Godzilla 90s. This is more of a true Godzilla 90s I found, because Godzilla 90s and Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee and Save the Earth, he didn't have that. He was more sleek and slender. He still looked roughly like him, but this one I think they kind of really did try to go for like the 1989 and like the up to like 1991 model of the Heisei Godzilla. And you got Biollante, Orga, Megalon, Rodan, Mechagodzilla 2, Varan, yes, or Varan, I don't know. I called him Varan when I was a kid. Now I'm calling him Varan. I don't know. But he's in this game. That blew my mind when I saw that. He's one of my favorite kaijus. He's like top 5 for sure. Just love the design. Titanosaurus, another new one. Really, really cool. I like Titanosaurus. Not one of my favorite kaiju, but kind of wish he had like a beam weapon. Or actually, which he does in this. Same with Varan. So they got, I think they have like the same beam really. It's like this weird, like aquatic sounding ray that comes out of their mouth. Destroya, Gigan. Gigan's been in the other Pipeworks games, but Gigan in this one is the Final Wars Gigan, so he's all modified. King Ghidorah, Mecha King Ghidorah, Crystalak, Space Godzilla, Obsidius. Obsidius and Crystalak are obviously new additions. There's a voting poll for the fans. I remember that back in the day, and they had a bunch of monsters that fans voted on to see what they'd want in the game, and Obsidius and Crystalak were the ones that got chosen. So let's beat Godzilla 1954, because he'll have the roar like Godzilla -1 and -0. So let's do that. Who do we battle? Should it be King Ghidorah? Because rumors are King Ghidorah is in Godzilla -0. And we'll go to New York, because he appears in New York in the trailer. Or teaser.
Godzilla. Ghidorah. Monsters, fight.
Whip a building at him. Yeah. And I don't know if it's with everybody's copy of this, but like, I don't get, like, sometimes the music doesn't play. It is a glitchy game, admittedly. Oh, he's crushed me with that. Deep struggle. There we go. And they didn't, yeah, when you do your roar in this, they gave him like the generic, like, growl. And it's not even a true Godzilla growl as far as I know. Gotcha. Deep struggle. Let's charge up our ray. One thing I'll say is it's nice playing this in HD because it's on the Wii. When I'm doing it on the normal Nintendo Wii, how it converts is it's the splitter I have is pretty bad. But yeah, I hope you guys watched. Oh, you got me. You guys watched the new Godzilla Minus Zero trailer. It was sweet. Just stop it. Stay down. Tried to grab him there. No. You got too close. He's just walking towards me and eat my breath. Some of the commands are just not responsive, but hey, it's fun. Let's see if we can grab him. Oh, let's just toss him. I'm gonna grab you. Uppercut. Hit him. Get him with the grab. There we go. This is just ridiculous. Pure wrestle. Get him with the tail thing. Oh, come on. Pick this up. Whip it at him.
All units converge to take down King Ghidorah.
Got him. It was worth it for that roar. It sucks that, like, depending where you are, half the time when it does, like, the round result, you're supposed to see your monster do their ending roar, but you don't even see them because they're covered in debris and buildings.
Godzilla. Ghidorah. Monsters, fight.
Round 2. Aha. Let's charge at him. Nice. I gotta try out the mod for beam struggle. He's not doing beam struggle. Oh, there we go. Got him. Now whip a build. I'm gonna jump and whip it. Jump. Whip it. Haha. Yeah, the Godzilla Save the Earth melee. It's so cool. I gotta see if they've updated that lately, because they ended up adding like all these skins to it. Like, I think you can play as like the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. I don't think they've showcased that yet. It would be like a skin for, I guess, Godzilla 90s or something. But like, What a cool fan project. Yeah, the AI in this game can be either ridiculously hard or easy. Swatting at me with his heads. Get out of here. Stop on. Ow, hit himself. Kicking his butt. Do the tail stomp. That's the classic. He'd always do like King Kong and whatnot. Oh. And you can tell that he has a lot of the Showa era Godzilla kind of roars. So I always assumed they kind of, yeah, he's 1954, he's Showa era. So it's kind of like, let's combine them all. So, oh, there we go. Now we got a shot. And they did a roar. Yeah, this game's glitchy, man. What a classic. What we could do a little bit of the story mode, I suppose. Or what if we do, let's do destruction. Let's just go smash things. We can try a different monster. You can do up to 4. It might be a little, let's try it. It'll be hectic, but whatever. I'm gonna do Varan. Let's have Varan, Anguirus. It'll just be Rodan and Baragon. And what's a good city to smash? Monster Island has literally nothing, so that wouldn't be much of a point. We can use San Francisco. Let's try that.
Monsters, fight!
It is a bit better with just 2 players because you can kind of see everything a little bit better. So now they gotta stretch the camera out, but these are so fun, like party games back in the day. I didn't really have many friends that played this game with me because everybody's on the Xbox 360, PS3 era, playing online. This would have been awesome for online. They had it on Save the Earth. I played Save the Earth online, but never this one. Yeah, you glide around with Baron. So cool. He's getting wiped out. I somehow have the... Oh, no. Anguirus has the most points. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see on this little OBS screen. I gotta figure that out. So we whip buildings with others to smash them. Just threw it at Rodan's head. Sometimes it'll just auto-target. These noises. aquatic weird. Ooh, I don't know what it is. They just gave him a beam. That might be all the buildings. Guess we just have to fight. Yeah, Anguirus is in the lead. Fly around with Baron.
All units, fall back now!
Yeah, the gliding with him is so cool. And it's a good channel if you want to. Oh, Beam Struggle with Baragon. Yeah, good channel if you want to watch a bunch of the gameplay on this and Super Godzilla Gaming. Or Super Godzilla Gaming, that's it. He does every Godzilla game, man. Even from like the really bad Game Boy Color Godzilla the series games. I wouldn't recommend playing those. Unless you want to have a bad time.
On! Locking attack avoidance system.
Anguirus probably. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know who won. Oh, I think it was Baragon. Yeah, Baragon won. We can try the story mode. This has the most narrative out of all the games. You can only really piece the narrative together through, I guess, like the I can't speak lately. Introduction cutscenes, the cinematics. So, for example, like Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, it's the Vortac invasion, and then they mind control the monsters, and all the monsters start fighting. Very basic plot. It's like a B-movie story. And Save the Earth, the Vortac. There is some elements there. They have a few little weird cutscenes. Like there is a cutscene with Space Godzilla. Like you have to beat it on hard mode with Godzilla 2000, and you end up beating Space Godzilla, and you get sucked into a black hole. And so I think that game was more so of like Space Godzilla's invasion. And then this game, it's an asteroid belt, and a bunch of meteors end up like just bombarding the Earth, and they're full of these crystals. And the crystals have a bunch of radiation they're giving off, so all the monsters. So there's different factions. There's the human or the Earth Defense Force, so it's like the mechs. Earth Defenders, which is like Godzilla, Rodan, Anguirus, Baragon, Varan, King Caesar, and yeah. And then you get the mutants, which is like Biollante, you get the Titanosaurus, Megaguirus, and then you get the aliens, so King Ghidorah, Gigan, I think, no, not Megalon, he'd be a mutant. And yeah, getting in like Crystalak, I think, and stuff like that. So that's, yeah, there's more of a narrative in this, and then the goal is to, like, if you choose, it depends what faction you choose. The story all kind of leads the same way. It doesn't matter what faction you really are. So yeah, here we go. Earth Defenders. Oh, Mothra as well. How could I forget Mothra? Yeah, the GDF, Global Defense Force, or Godzilla Defense Force. It's probably that. So yeah, that's your basic one. So yeah, Mecha King Ghidorah's on there, which will be interesting when I do this video, because Mecha King Ghidorah is the final boss in the Game Boy Advance game, Godzilla Domination. And he's controlled, I think it's like, there's also meteors in that, and there's like different alien civilizations. Like, I think they don't talk about the Vortak in that game. I think there's something that's called like Meteor X. It has like a few little just slide cutscenes, little, you know, like 16-bit drawings, but I'm going to incorporate that. When I did it originally, it was Godzilla Domination. That was the first in the timeline. You could go either or. You could do, you know, Mecha King Ghidorah as the final boss, and then it leads into Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, or you could do vice versa. Destroy All Monsters Melee into that, but so he was always the villain, but it'll be cool to have some kind of fun creative liberties to be like, okay, maybe the GDF ended up taking and repurposing Mecha King Ghidorah, and now he fights for humans, and he's on like the mech kind of side. So yeah, mutants. Okay, yeah, Space Godzilla's in there. Yeah. Titanosaurus, Violante, Destroya, Space Godzilla, Crystalak, Megaguirus, Obsidius, Aliens, yeah, Gigan, Mechagodzilla, all that. So this Mechagodzilla, the first one, he was created by the Vortak, and they sent, I believe, wait. Okay, so Mechagodzilla 2 is also on. Okay. I'm trying to think back now if, yeah, because you fight Mechagodzilla as the, I believe, the final boss in Destroy All Monsters Melee. I know Orga is at one point as well. You'd always fight him on the Vortak ship. Yeah, it'll be so fun to kind of piece everything together. I even used, it was the King of the Monsters Super Nintendo intro, so I was piecing stuff together to use that, with that to kind of tie into the 16-bit like GBA Super Nintendo art style, so it kind of all linked together. They have a really cool introduction in that game. It's like a news anchor, and then the building crumbles and stuff, so I edited a bunch of that. I had some fun voiceovers, and yeah, so it was fun. I'll have to rewrite the script and everything, and I don't even know if I have it anymore on my old laptop, but I think I want to play as, it'd be fun to play Mechagodzilla 2. Kitty. Or just Mechagodzilla. Yeah, let's play Mechagodzilla. We're gonna be the aliens, so we're invading. Oh yeah, so in this one, yeah, you start in Osaka. If you start with pretty much, I think, anyone else who are on Monster Island, Osaka has been enveloped by a cloud of deadly gases, making it impossible to get a clear fix on happenings within the city. It is possible that there may be a monster activity within the smog. We are currently unable to investigate, as the available mech units are already dispatched. Yes,
Past, my pets.
you'll get the Vortak
Redemption
intro.
of the Vortak is at hand. We have risen from the ashes of defeat to reclaim what is rightfully ours. We've come to deliver Earth from the plague of humanity. Our forces are stronger, better equipped. Our resolution is deeper than our foes. Soon we will reclaim our rightful prize. The pathetic humans and their mutated monstrosities are no match for the deliciously destructive surprise we have in store for them. Soon all will kneel before the terrible wrath of the Vortarch. All units prepare for full-scale assault. Initiate on my mark.
My queen, we're picking up an anomalous disturbance, aft quadrant.
An asteroid? Evasive action, you fools! Full shields! Ah! Will somebody please give me a damage report?
My queen, we've sustained damage to our number 3 repulsor. Massive radiation from the asteroid has disabled our cloaking capabilities.
This can't be happening. We'll have to abort our attack. All battle units stand down while we make repairs. It is curious that such a force would make itself known now on the eve of our historic victory. Perhaps someone, or something, has their eye on my prize.
Yeah, so there's those asteroids come from like a wormhole or something. So yeah, those asteroids just bombard and ravage the Earth, so that's why everything looks all messed up, like all around the world. It's just in shambles. Osaka has this weird smog. Move back to Godzilla. Cool. Yeah, you kind of do this like free walks. I thought that was the coolest thing to first play this game. It'd be nice if you just do like solo destruction mode and just do this. Because then it's kind of like the Godzilla PS4 game. Just destroy whatever. Just monster rampage. So fun. Objectives here too. Support your allies and defeat your enemies. I don't have any allies, so you just gotta defeat everybody. Let's gang up on everyone. I guess I gotta beat those, so whoever goes down first. Probably just have them fight, and I can just go destroy things.
Target on multiple ascending vectors.
Got like boxing rocket punches.
All units, fall back now!
I don't even know what I did there, I just won. Okay. But these will be all the cutscenes I'll have to gather together and piece the story. And yeah, so it'll be fun to kind of have creative liberty and do that. So I think I'll do what I did before, and I would start with the Game Boy Advance game, and then it was fun when I got up to this game because then you can splice the DS version with this game. So they have there's a lot of the B story subplot. Like there's this guy named I believe his name is Commander Gonzo, and he pilots the Atrodon or the Gotengo, and he goes mad, and then his son is in that game, but he's not in this one, so he dies in this game, so it'll be kind of a weird contrast because as far as I'm pretty sure he dies in this game. When you destroy the Gotengo, he goes down with the ship. And in the DS one, his like little kid's son is always in the cutscenes and whatnot. He helps pilot Jet Jaguar in that. It's pretty cool. And there's all sorts of really good concept art too that I can incorporate with this. And so, oh, it'd be so fun. I gotta make that my side project. New York has been one of the cities hardest hit by the crystal meteor shower. Approximately half of the city is now uninhabitable. A mutant monster has entered the city in search of the power radiating from the large red crystals. So that's probably the objective.
Sir, our satellites have picked up an unidentified alien monster heading toward New York. Your hunch may be right. It has to be the Vortak.
I knew it. They must be after the power surge crystals. Order our mecha units to intercept.
Yes, sir.
This could be just a prelude to a full-scale invasion. I'll alert the council.
Our monsters will defend Earth from the aliens. They won't let us down.
That's the voice actress who plays Cortana in Halo. Okay, so they sent in Mecha King Ghidorah. So the choices are probably fight Mecha King Ghidorah or get the red crystals. So let's get the red crystals. Run through New York City.
Powerful from the crystal.
What's that?
Concentrate all available firepower on Mecha King Ghidorah.
That thing's like shooting red light out of it. Oh, it's probably one of the hidden monsters. Yeah, to unlock monsters in this game, you gotta find like buildings or something. Like in Osaka, there's like a building I think it's covered in like vines or something, so it's like biomancy. This is the church that Spider-Man rips the symbiote off of himself.
Regroup immediately and prepare for a new assault.
So this is critical mass mode. So this is when you power up. If you do this mode with Godzilla 90s, he turns into Burning Godzilla, which is really cool. They also grow much bigger. So yeah, size not bigger than King Ghidorah. Oh. Violence King Ghidorah. I'm gonna launch some missiles at it.
Converge to take down Mecha King Ghidorah.
I'm gonna find that last crystal. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I reverted out of critical mass mode.
Regroup immediately and prepare for...
And the more of those crystals you destroy, you get these power-ups, which are pretty cool. And so you can use those in battle. You press 1 or 2 on the Wii remote. So I got the option to go to London, Tokyo, or Osaka. Go to Tokyo.
Global defense. Tokyo is underwater, battered by unrelenting tsunamis created by offshore crystal activity. We have evacuated the population to higher ground, and all are safe. For now. Offshore sensors indicate monster signs, but we cannot identify the sonar profile. It's possible the crystals have awoken some new monster from the deep.
Ooh, spooky.
Most interesting. Earth's monsters are gaining power from these crystals. But where did they come from? No matter. I must have them to strengthen our own monsters if we are to be victorious. There isn't time to wait for repairs. I will send one of you, my pets. You will head to the surface, steal the crystals, and return them to me. With their power, I will make you the most fearsome monster in all the universe!
So I'll probably take the crystals out again, I'd imagine. Who are we up against? Okay. We got an ally. Okay, Titanosaurus is the target. Support your allies, defeat your enemies. Okay. Let's get our King. We worked together once before, Titanosaurus. Not in this continuity. That punch is so good. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Titanosaurus also gets a little tailwind attack. He's got an ally. Well, while you're taking care of him, I'll go fight. I'll fight somebody. Thailand is pretty easy. This game is so big. Or it's just the AI is so bad. Godzilla is so fast when he's hunted. Oh. Launch me into a building. Launch the rockets out. And take a bit. Please struggle. Grab attack. Oh, I don't think there we go. That was just a monster beatdown. Me and King Ghidorah smoked those two. We might as well go to Osaka since we're in Tokyo. Less travel for Mechagodzilla. Easy prey. The poisonous gas fencer rendering Osaka uninhabitable. 2 monsters have been detected closing in on that location. They have only 1 mecha unit to defend the city. Hopefully that will suffice. No, it won't. that? It's gonna be 2 against 1. Okay, we're fighting Kiwi.
Power up those laser coils for action.
That's double block. No, we're not supposed to do that. We're on the same team. Burn them with your sword. Almost flipped over his ass. The wrong guy. I'll give you support with rockets. Shoot rockets at him. I got the laser cannons, the freeze rays. Oh. He's doing pretty darn good. There we go. Me and Gaggan got him. The story mode's not bad. It's pretty fun. It's just pretty standard, but for like, you know, we don't really have many of these cool original stories for Godzilla. It's always, you know, it's the movies and you got your comics and stuff, but to be able to play in a new story, it's better. Well, there is really no story in the PS4 version. It's monsters are around on Earth, and Godzilla or whoever is attacking nuclear power plants and generators. That's it. Oh, we got a Monster Island. Poison Alliance. Obsidious and the mutant Crystalac are terrorizing an island complex. Mechagodzilla and Alien has been reported heading to Monster Island as well. I did that one the other day. It's you gotta fight both of them, and that sucks.
Mayday! Mayday!
Oh,
Everybody send
Yoizen.
emergency! It's the crystals. They're generating some kind of anti-gravity vortex. Bloody hell! All of London has literally been whipped from the earth. I can't believe my eyes. The city, it's floating high in the sky within the vortex.
That's interesting, because in the Godzilla
So,
Minus Zero,
gentlemen,
the
as you can
trailer
see,
is
we are
like weird
faced with a
anti-gravity
global-scale
stuff in that
disaster.
too.
Several major cities have been infected by these giant crystals. You are all too aware of the catastrophic effect they're having on the planet. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, severe climate shifts. They're even beginning to affect Earth's gravitational flow.
Not to mention that we now have monsters running loose, right, Commander? Their failure to contain the monsters has only worsened our predicament.
That's not fair. It was the crystal meteors. They caused the monsters to escape. There was no way we could have...
Miku, enough.
Young lady, Admiral Gyozen, please. The escaped monsters have not yet posed a critical threat. These crystals could, however, potentially rip this entire planet apart. We must take action to stop them from spreading further, or I fear this could be the end of civilization as we know it. Solutions, people! Well, since this council seems to be out of ideas, I propose we recommission the Atragon. It's the largest vessel available to us. Our maser weapons have proven ineffective against the crystals. I'll use Atragon's drill nose to shatter them from underground. Admiral, with all due respect, it has been 10 years since you captained the Atragon. The ship is in no condition for battle. Surely you can't be suggesting... The Atragon is our best hope of destroying this crystal menace. No one has a better understanding of the ship's capabilities than myself. Now I will resume my command of the Atragon, with the Council's approval, of course. Look, gentlemen, there isn't time for discussion. It's time to take action. Once I have regained control of Atragon, it will be time to settle an old score.
You'll want to fight Godzilla, I'm assuming. Yeah, he goes mad from the crystals. I guess the crystals do something to him and he goes mad. Which is a weird stark contrast with the DS version of the character. Don't jump over it. Grab it. Support your allies, defeat your enemies. So we're just fighting Godzilla. Okay.
Concentrate all available firepower on Mega Godzilla! Power up those laser coils for maximum destructive yield!
With that laser thing from the sky. Oh, he got me again. That zaps all your energy. Hey, I can do that too. I can do that kick. I wanted to throw the big fan at you. Everybody's fighting each other. Faction versus faction. Really, piloting Kiryu is helping me.
All units converge to take down Mega Godzilla! Power up those laser coils for maximum destructive yield!
Oh. That was a good volley. The Godzilla got me with. Guess we're all fighting each other. Godzilla, I think we're gonna have to team up and take those serious. I need this energy crystal. Jeez, now they're just ganging up on me. You two should fight.
All units converge. Take down Mega Godzilla. Enable backup power generators for semi-automatic firing yield.
Yeah, let them fight. Building that real far. Godzilla's down. If I can just whip buildings and get his next crew's help down.
And prepare for a new assault.
Might be able to win this? I don't know.
Available firepower on Mega Godzilla. Power up those phaser coils for maximum destructive yield.
We'll see. That's big damage. I can just keep wrecking buildings out. Yeah, just blast with your beam.
All units, fall back now.
Get there. I might be able to beat him here. Yeah, I did it. Nice. Seattle.
Hello? If anyone can hear me, we've got like volcanoes erupting everywhere.
This might be where you fight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, another cutscene.
we are currently facing the greatest threat the world has ever seen. Our planet is being torn apart by the giant space crystals and the extreme meteorological transformations that have accompanied them. We have already confirmed that San Francisco is in ruins, destroyed by massive earthquakes. Sydney has become a frozen wasteland. Volcanoes have erupted in the middle of Seattle.
And that's not the worst of it.
Dr. Shirigami, this is a closed session. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Dr. Shirigami. He's the world's leading expert on giant monsters.
If the Council will allow me, I've just made a startling discovery that has a bearing on these proceedings.
Very well, Doctor. Proceed. And this had better be important.
As you already know, giant crystals have manifested in all of Earth's major cities, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. However, I've recently discovered the emergence of a new, more powerful type of crystal, distinguishable by a bright, colorful aura of energy surging from its core. Our initial analysis has determined that these crystals did not originate from our galaxy. And more importantly, the radiation they emit is triggering some unusual reactions from the monsters. It seems to be drawing them in, and in some cases, the monsters are actually attacking these crystals.
Attacking them? If that is the case, Doctor, then I fail to see the cause for alarm.
Yes. Earth's guardian monsters must know that the crystals are harming the planet. The Earth is their home, and they will protect it by destroying them.
Don't be absurd. These are mindless beasts we're talking about.
The simple explanation is that they are hungry for the power that these crystals generate.
You may both be correct. Although their motivations are unclear, one thing is for certain. Some of the monsters actually appear to be growing stronger and more powerful than ever from their interactions with these special crystals. My theory is that these monsters are actually absorbing the radiation surges, and that these surges are altering their DNA somehow. These mutations are giving rise to emergent abilities we've never seen before.
Doctor, what's the bottom line? What kind of threat are we facing here?
Our simulations suggest that monsters, as they absorb this power surge radiation, could become unstable. A point of critical mass, if you will. The consequences of which could be catastrophic. There is no force on Earth that could withstand the potential destructive power of one of these titans once it reaches critical mass.
Sir, that won't happen. I know Earth's monsters will work together to destroy these things.
I've heard enough. Our course of action is clear. We cannot allow the monsters to become even more powerful. For the sake of humanity, they must be destroyed at all costs.
No! You only want revenge for your failed battles against Godzilla. When will you learn? The monsters are not our enemies. If we give them time, they will destroy the crystals.
Miku, please. The Admiral's right, I'm afraid. We can't just stand by and let the monsters run amok. We have to do our job.
Thank you, Commander. And I'd also like to thank you to keep your protege on her leash. Gentlemen, the Yatragon is being readied for departure as we speak. In the meantime, Shirogami, I believe, is continuing his research to try and unlock the secrets of these alien crystals.
I don't know what he's doing, but it won't be enough if our monsters don't fight this menace together.
There you go. There's a cutscene. It's the longest one in the game, I think. What's up, Hedgehog Fanatic? It's not the greatest game. Yeah, the text doesn't sync. There's a lot of weird bugs in this game for sure. It's a questionable game, but I do love it through just nostalgia. And some of the monsters you can play as in this game, there's no other Godzilla or Kaiju game you can play as those monsters. I still enjoy this game more than like Gigabash, more modern type games, monster games. There is a fan patch mod that fixes destroy the power surge crystals to defeat Godzilla. I'll destroy the power surges and avoid all that. But yeah, there's a fan patch mod game that kind of fixes all the controls so you don't have to use the remote. The remote is terrible, but it's a thing. Yeah, sometimes the controls are not responsive on the remote. I had to hook this up to my Nintendo Wii U just to get the recording to work. But I enjoy it. It's fun for where it is. I watched the cutscenes of Sonic Colors in the CRD. Yeah, I haven't really played many Sonic games, so I played the ones for Genesis when I was a kid. But those are the ones I really liked. What is this last crystal? of store points, this looks like. I did the sheet to unlock everything. There's no way I was grinding through this again. I did that back in 2007, and I do not have the time to do that, and I'm not spending my time off from work grinding this game. I want to go see, yeah, let's save this. I wanted to see they have some pretty cool concept art. So, I was saying earlier to some of the chat, I know I don't get many viewers, but thank you for joining, I appreciate that. I'm going to make a video about the lore of the Pipeworks Godzilla games from the 2000s. So that's everything from Godzilla Domination for the Game Boy Advance, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee for GameCube and Xbox, Godzilla Saves the Earth for PS2, Xbox, Godzilla Unleashed, this game so this came out for the Wii, which I'm playing on, the PS2, which is just Godzilla Saves the Earth with these maps, and you get less monsters, but one additional monster, you get Batra. It's like evil Mothra. And outside of that, nothing really much in that game, and it's buggy, and worse than this, it's hard to play, and visually it's pretty rough. And there's the worst one that a part of all these games is Godzilla Double Smash from the Nintendo DS. Actually, I did a review on it, probably my best video game review on my channel. I don't know if you care to check that out, but they all have a bit of lore and everything, and maybe it's silly of me to do, but I'm gonna make the timeline the lore of like the Vortak invasion, which these games have always kind of had. That's their narrative, the Vortak. It's like a campy B movie from the 50s, I suppose. This one gets a little bit more narratively serious, but I highly recommend watching the introduction for Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. It's really funny. Okay, so I do get all the gallery. Right on. That's the Queen Vortak lady. Cool. Can't remember what that ship's called. The Heron? Riku? Yoizun? Crystalac? That one's classic. That's really cool. That's haunting. Pretty menacing concept right there. Oh yeah, Sydney. Wow, that's a cool shot. Gotta be New York, I think. San Francisco? Wow. Godzilla 90s there. I've always loved the Pipeworks Godzilla concept art and the gallery that they've had in the modes. It's really cool. Frozen Wasteland. That's a cool shot. Obsidian is a pretty cool made-up monster for this series. Oh yeah, classic. These are the credits, I believe. Yeah. Introduction video, yeah. Pipeworks logo. Oh yeah, the guy, the Pipeworks, one of the designers.
This is Simon Strange, developer on Godzilla Unleashed, which is coming later this year.
The audio is all messed up on this.
Today we're going to take a look at a few monsters and the sudden appearance of a volcano in the middle of the city might change this iconic location. The first thing you'll notice here are the ubiquitous lava flows. The new volcano has wiped out most of the city, and lava is flowing freely through the streets. This upheaval is somehow connected to the new crystal growths that you can see in a few different flavors scattered around here. These crystals are also making all the monsters go berserk. You can see berserk, drawing them into the city and making them battle in these devastating environments.
Charge up Electronet and enable hardwired nanofiber current output.
And although it looks better in the sunlight, you can get our first glimpse of our new water technology over there by the docks. I'm especially fond of the steam that comes up when the lava and the water meet here. We try to capture the feel of the real cities, and I think that lots of accurate details really come through, despite the obvious differences between reality and what you'll see in our post-apocalyptic setting. Hopefully, the residents of Seattle will appreciate what we've done with their town in the name of monster construction. We'll show more of our unique environments as we lead up to Godzilla's release later this year. We're back with another environment preview from Godzilla Unleashed, which is due out later this year on the Nintendo Wii. Today we're taking a look down under at sunny Sydney, which in our game has become a frozen wasteland. The crystal infestation in this area has dropped temperatures, freezing the ocean and the land, which makes it a rather uncomfortable place for humans to live, but hopefully it'll be a fun place in which to battle your giant monsters. Something I want to bring attention to as we skirt across the snow is our liberal use of bump map terrain. Bump map terrain is something we haven't seen done very much yet on the Wii, but we're employing it.
All units converge to take
It
down!
really helps to punch out.
Commencing cryocycle. Stand by.
Our other next-gen improvement to the engine is our dynamic building destruction. If you take a look at the buildings below us, you can see that they really look like a monster's ripped through them recently. All of that damage has been procedurally generated as the monsters ran through the city. So our environments have really taken the leap in both static and dynamic elements. I hope we'll see you again soon as we continue to reveal even more environments from the game, along with their unique destructive themes.
Okay, I think that's all the gallery. Yeah, then it just shows the aliens. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that was a pretty good, oh, you got environment. Oh, these are the stages. I wish they had more stages, it'd be nice. You can get one more. Can't remember if the mothership was unlocked, but yes, that's all the gallery. I'll be able to use that for the future video. So yeah, I don't know, this is Godzilla Unleashed. Finally got it working to do a stream, so that's good. But yeah, this is day one to my few-day holiday. So just gonna relax my muscles for once. And yeah, I wanted to get this tested and tried out, so it sounds like the audio is better, which is good. And I found my Resident Evil 2 remake copy, so I'm probably going to drink tea and play that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for Hedgehog Fan for coming in and say hello, and the rest of you guys. Yeah, so I don't know what I'll play next. Might do a stream later tonight, no idea. Maybe it'll be Resident Evil 2. I still got to do a Resident Evil 9 stream. But lots of streams coming. And next I gotta figure out how I can get, there's a mod, it's a fan game mod for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna try and get that installed. It'd be fun to play that. That, and I want to figure out how I can get my, I gotta be able to find a way to get my PS2 so I can be able to stream the PS2 onto this thing, so I can hook up my old PS2 and play, Dragon Ball. I can even play the Godzilla Unleashed, the PS2 version on there. But yeah, but I'm gonna end up starting the Godzilla Pipeworks lore video. I gotta make a script for that. I wish I kept the old one from like 4 years ago, but yeah, it wasn't up to snuff. I was just getting into editing. But, yeah, so stay tuned for that whenever that comes out, if it ever does. I don't know. But, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you later. Bye.